Here we go! Hi guys and girls, how are you? So here we are. It's Friday, it is our Design Talk show. And this time, instead of bringing a new argument, a new topic to talk with you, to chat and exchange with you, I just want to make a real nice debriefing about our last week live chat with Pratap BOSE. And I know that you were so many to watch it. We already have over 1,400 people that watched the video. When we were live, we had almost 700 people. So this is really great news for me. That was really beautiful. A lot of people, and that makes me, of course, very, very happy. Now it is 5:09 here in France. We are only 7. I would say that we can wait just couple of minutes. Anybody? Hi, Sign Nations. I know that you like my music. I try to I try to make a new. Probably you didn't see this introduction, this musical intro that I made with a new video, basically. But I'm still making evolutions, so soon I will have probably a new one that will be probably the definitive one. Okay, I'm always changing. Hey Vivek, ciao, how are you? Welcome back. So Vedant, ciao, how are you? Mr. Vivek, okay. So I have what I would like to ask you before we get into the hot topic and we start talking about this, okay, about this live chat. First of all, how do you feel? If you're back, Manish, it was a great session, particularly for Indian students. Exactly, and I am sure it was an eye opener about car design career. Okay, fantastic. Okay, Manish, thank you very much for your comment. I think that you're right. I think that I can tell you a lot of things during those design talks. I tell you about my experience and how I feel about car design job, what is good, what is bad, how you should be prepared and stuff like that. But it is another thing when someone else, gives his or her opinion on the same subject. So someone other than me, and I think that's the best part of those live chats that will continue. Don't worry, I'm working already on it, so that you guys can have a broader way of listening different type of opinions, point of views, according to different experiences from real professionals. I saw that I was late. Okay, so how has the design industry changed post-COVID? Shit, we're talking about. We're making a debriefing today about Pratap BOSE interview of last week. Okay, our live chat of last week. But don't worry, we will talk about your question too. I will try to give you an answer. Also, because your question, in reality, it's also related. Okay, to something that I would like to organize. It's not easy, but I'm trying. Always here on Design Talk, so that we can talk about future car design scenarios, okay? And I will be, of course, not alone. I will be with someone else. Hi Adam, ciao, welcome back. Okay, so we are 13. I would say, Patricio, ciao, hola, nos vemos mañana la tarde, okay? Vivek, so also talk about a day in a car design studio. Yeah, I can tell you a little bit about that today. But I got a lot of inquiries from Indian students about car design career. In spite of explaining million times that sketchy and creative is most important for a portfolio, I know, Manish. I can understand. Manish, what is your job? Probably you are a designer. I'm sorry if I ask you like that, because I don't know you really in real person or from LinkedIn. So maybe you wanna tell us what you do. Maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you're a teacher from a school, from design school. Okay, so I would say that the most important thing that came out from this beautiful live chat with Pratap BOSE was that, as you can see, there are two aspects. Okay, there are two things that are very separated but very much also related to each other's. Two aspects that are very important for any young person that would like to become a car designer. Yes, sir. I was okay. You studied the IED, Instituto Europeo di Design. Now I teach a design college. All right, Manish. So thank you very much for your support, because I'm sure that you can help me during the chat. Okay, during this live chat with you guys. You can write some interesting comments for the other people. Okay, so hey guys, we have a teacher here. Okay, he was a student in the school where I was responsible for the car design department for 8 years, and now he's a teacher in a design college. So that's a great news. That's great. So let's get back to what I was saying. Basically, there are two aspects. There are the first part is about the skills, and the second part it's about you. And when I say you, I mean you as a person. So in reality, those two things are very important. Okay, and now we're gonna go a little bit deeper in each one of them. Jonathan, hi Luciano. For me, that was a nice talk, because here in Argentina we have just industrial design. It's true. And car design or transportation, no, it's not there. Okay, so Jonathan, tell all your friends from Argentina that want to know about car design to subscribe to my channel, okay? And be part on Tuesday and Friday's lives, when I sketch, I draw, I correct your sketches, or I draw myself or by myself, and when we have our design talk to go a little bit more into the inside of car design world. Ciao Syed, how are you? Manish, sir, yes sir, I have been following you and I was a student in the end. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you, Manish. Thank you very much. I appreciate a lot. I really do. Okay, so we have those two poles. Okay, we have those two poles, and we have, as we said, the skills and the person, the personality, the education, the human being. Okay, and those two things that have to go together in order to get a job, in order to get an internship, or in order to get a job. Okay, we have another couple of comments from Manish. So, okay, my faculty members were Andrea Militello, Luca Borgogno, Cesar Mendoza. Yeah, Andrea Militello was in school when I left, but now he's a big man in Ferrari with Flavio Manzoni. And Luca Borgogno was my first student that now is a big boss at Pininfarina Automobili. And Patricio was in Argentina studying transportation design. Patricio, you could write the name of the school, so maybe Jonathan can check it out, right? Okay, so when we talk about the skills, now it is clear to everybody that what I tell you is the truth. Okay, so Pratap explained to us very clearly that the skills are very important, are fundamentals to make sure that you can go over the first step of any type of job inquiry or any type of job interview, whether it's going to be for an internship or collaboration or real job in car design. The skills is the first thing that gets you one leg inside the company. But now we have to bring also the other leg inside the company. So the first leg the first step you put in the company, it's your skills. Grazie Patricio, grazie. Muchas gracias. Instituto Tecnológico de Motores por el coche, ITM. Okay, bravo. So, sketching is not just the illustration power skill that enables you to make a very nice illustrations. Sketching car design, as Pratap explained to us, it's mainly coming from passion. You have a strong passion for cars. Yes, industrial design, other things, but you are mainly concentrated with cars. And because of that, that passion is so strong that when you sketch cars. You are maybe 13 years old, 10 years old, 14, 17. Like Vedanta is very, very young. Vedanta is 14 years old. So you have that passion, and then you start thinking in your head, I gotta do something because this is my job. I want this to become my job. And to do that, you have to start searching. And then you discover that this strong passion to sketch cars, it is a real job because it's called car designer into the car design field. And you discover that there are the schools and stuff. Okay, so the first thing is to nurture your skills, to be able to get to the best you can on yourself, but at the same time to find the right school. And he explained very clearly to all of us that it's very important that you get a bachelor, because with a bachelor you have the 3, the 4, or the 5 years according to the country, the school, or the university, because there is a small variation about that. You get all the necessary time, the good teachers that year by year will give you step by step all the notions, all the tools to push you to be the best sketcher, the best car designer potential, okay, out there. So this is the first main important step to make for everybody. And once again, it's a passion, skills, bachelor. Okay, I would use those 3 keywords, to explain this first step or first leg inside a company. Okay, PWM Performance. Ciao. Good afternoon, Mr. Bove. I'm Peter. Ciao, Peter. I really like the talk with Pratap. I'm glad you like it. This talk helped me to center my mind. Thank you. That's cool. Because that was exactly the intention, was exactly that one. So, now that we got that, all right, so you have 3 years of school or a year and a half too, you are ready to go for an internship. And you have your mini portfolio for an internship ready. And this is ready. Why? Because your skills improved, you start making few projects, you understand what it is a little bit a design process, therefore you have a very nice entry portfolio for internship in which you have your sketches, the projects, you have some nice illustrations, maybe you start working on alias modeling and therefore you can put some pictures of that. So you give an idea that if you go into a design studio as an intern, okay, you are able to be integrated into that team and do your part. Okay, so that's very good. Now we have to talk about the human thing. Remember, toward the end of our live chat, I asked this question to Pratap because I really want you to hear with your ears. I asked him, I said, but what are you really looking, into a person that comes with his or her portfolio in order to make sure that you can hire that person, that person can be integrated definitely in your team, which means hiring. And as I said during my question, I said, because hiring, it's not something easy. I hire people and if they don't work, I throw them out. It doesn't work that way. Hiring is a little bit almost like a marriage between a company and a person. And therefore, it's difficult if you want to divorce. It's really hard and difficult, believe me. It's harder than a real divorce between 2 people that don't love each other anymore or they want to separate their lives. So, and what he said very clearly also that when you are invited for a real interview in person, it means that your skill stuff, so the first topic, the first thing, the skill stuff are okay. So you pass that exam. Now you need to pass another exam, and that one will be like the person, Muy bien. So, as we said, and when I asked Pratap that question, he said, Luciano, you're right. It is like almost like a marriage between a company that hires someone. Therefore, he said, we have to be very, very careful that once we see that the sketches are cool, that the portfolio is great, that we got all the ideas, there is a okay. I discovered that I have an automatic moderator in the comments. He's asking me sometimes if I want to make that comment appear in the chat. So there is a moderator. That's good. I could read something of some of you, and I could of course validate it because there is nothing bad from you. Sure, I will follow you and around you like that. There's no end. And run around. Okay, cool. I'm very happy about it. So he said it very clear. He said, yes, it is. Once we know that the portfolio is great and everything is fine, the creativity is there, so we know that this what this person is offering, it could be valuable for us, for the team, etc. Then we have a problem to solve, because when we hire somebody, this somebody will be joining a team. It's like joining a family. And you know that when you have a very well established family, you have a lot of people and they get along together, of course with some differences, but the thing, it's working. So when you bring somebody from the outside, you have to be very careful who you bring, because you might have the biggest talent in the world, and of course everybody would like to have the biggest talent on the world, but at the same time this person has a bad character. It's always nervous, it gets people pissed off, I don't know, whatever. Therefore it's very dangerous to take somebody like that, because it might create problems within the team. So here we're talking about team building. Team building is a beautiful keyword used a lot in design management. Okay, team building. Manish, your young designers need to think about smart mobility solution, not just sports. Okay, yeah, yeah, exactly. Thank you. And therefore, what did he say? He said that when I have the meeting with the person live, so that I can see in the eyes, we can chat, we can talk. I go over the portfolio again. I see how the person reacts when I make comments and stuff. Then I have a clearer idea about the person that I might hire. I will make, in that first 5 minutes that we are there, I will make my decision whether I want to hire the person or not. And the first 30 seconds, okay, 30 seconds, when it's the moment you really seeing this person for the first time, when you smile, you shake hands. Well, today with COVID we cannot shake hands, but when you shake like that, okay, and we sit down and stuff, it's there that I already have a first feeling that has to be positive, because if that first thing is negative, the whole interview will be like going up slope and not going down slope. This means that it will become very difficult, very hard, because this means that if it doesn't work well at the first 30 seconds or first minute, I am looking for somebody of who I like the sketches, I like the portfolio, but somehow I'm not happy about the person, and therefore I am having this meeting with somebody that probably I don't like too much, and I have, during the talk, try to see if that person changes my mind and I like the person. Or if there is something happening that I tell myself I was wrong. This person is right. This person is the good one. You see? So we did not go into the details, okay, of the answer. But he was also saying another thing very important. When we hire people, it's extremely important, it's extremely delicate, because you have a human being. You have a human being with you. A human being very often means maybe a family behind, that we don't see, a girlfriend, maybe a wife, kids. So you gotta be very careful. And therefore, it's very important, in order to say that you get the car design job, to make sure, this is as a result, okay, of what we talked about this topic, you have to make sure that your skills, that your human, your human feelings, the way you are, the two things go together, so that that during the interview, design director, design manager will say, yeah, this guy is a good guy. He's gonna grow with us. Or this girl is a good girl. She will grow. She will give us a lot. We're gonna give her also a lot. We're gonna give all the tools to become a real professional. To gain experience, which is very important for curriculum vitae, for the CV, because we all know that the first job is not the job for your life. Therefore, the first job, as also we said together, it's extremely important, because that's a gym. You will exercise a lot. You will learn by mistakes, of course. We all did mistakes, okay? We all made mistakes, but also because in the first job, it's a little bit like if you have an excuse that you start without experience. Therefore, it's a little bit easier, to move on during the month or the years in your learning phase, your learning steps, without having too much pressure. When you change and you go to another company as a second career move, that's all new scenario. It's completely different. It's much more complicated. This time not for the company, but for you. If before, in the first step, first job, for the company is kind of difficult, because you come out of school, we never heard about you, you're just an ex-student, and we take a lots of risk because you have no experience. In the second step, when after 3, 4 years, 5 years, you leave that company, you want to go to another company, you have your new portfolio, which this time is going to have a couple of real projects, a completely new portfolio, maybe you add new interesting things, etc. Then the hardest thing is for you, the high risk, it's yours, it's not the company. Because the other company, we always think, well, this person has already experience, the portfolio is pretty good, so we are more relaxed. The only thing that we have to make sure that you can fit always, the human thing, you can fit into that team, okay, and also into the company philosophy, because there are companies that have a philosophy that are different, also in the attitude. For example, where I work, it's very free. We are all treated really, really well. And of course, we have a moment of tension, stress, people get mad and stuff. This is normal. But the way the company, treats all of us, design, engineering, and everything, it's nice. It's a nice company. But there are also other companies where the system, it's almost military, So it looks like you are more controlled, you have to respect a lot more the hierarchy between the boss, the manager, the designer. Certain things you cannot talk. You are just to assist, or in some situations you cannot participate. So there are different companies, different policies, different philosophies, different ways to analyze a candidate and decide, whether that candidate can be hired or not. Okay, so this is one of the very important topic of that live chat we had. Okay, so I'm sure all of you are you agree with me that the skills and the human now really they have to be together in order to be perceived as one, and therefore it would be a lot easier to find a job and to be appreciated. I would say to be appreciated. Okay, then there is another element that came out, which was about the master, and I know that Debriefing was kind of mad or disappointed. But Debriefing, let me tell you, I want to tell you, I say this in front of everybody, it's not your case. When we say people that are are making a master today risk to have a big problem in finding a car design job, a real car design in a big company, this is true. And Pratap BOSE said more or less the same thing I say. How can you be a car designer if you concentrate in 1 year and a half, 3, 4, 5 years of school? It's almost it's impossible. Unless, as he said, you are one person, on earth that every 5 years it's such a brilliant talent that you don't need school. You just need a piece of paper, and because your talent is so high. But those are the two extremes, and it is normal that when we talk, those two extremes come out. Okay, that we say the good thing, the bad thing, and we go on the extreme examples. But there is also something in between those two. It's not just black and white. There is also some gray. And to me, in the gray, there are all those students, for example, like Debriefing, because I know him. He was on my online course, so I know how he sketches. I know how he works hard. I know how much he's passionate, and I know that he is going for the master because choices made a few years before were different than he should have done. But he's not one of those that will be in danger, because the level he has is a good level, and there is a very good progression that he can make. They can still make. Therefore, in those cases, and there are quite few students like that you look at them and you say, too bad you didn't get the bachelor. But anyway, keep on working hard, you're gonna make it. Hey Debriefing, don't worry. I know that you are this out, and I know you. So I said I have to talk about this, or Debriefing is not gonna sleep at night. Hey Anish, ciao. Don't worry, you're not late. Okay, good, Michelangelo. I'm glad that I answered correctly. If designers in car design studio starts fighting like crazy, then companies have to hire some volunteers. Exactly, some security guards. Can you imagine that we put guys and girls all fighting together? No. Sorry, really late. Okay, Vivek, don't worry. We are, Vikash, we are just making a debriefing of last week a live chat with Pratap BOSE, okay? And this is the topic. And we just discussed about the first two, I would say, topics that I kept in my mind, and I wanted to talk with you and share with you again. Which is the first one is the job interview, about the hiring. Okay, when I asked Pratap BOSE, what are you really looking into somebody when you have to decide to hire them as car designers? And the second one we just discussed now, it's about the master, because we said it very clearly that the best way to be a car designer is to make a bachelor. Okay, so with a bachelor you have a strongest, highest opportunity and chances to get a car design job, and with master it's still complicated in most of the cases. In few cases it's not a problem, but in most of the cases is. And we also said that between the two extremes, there is always a group of people in the middle, and those people don't have to be afraid or scared of anything. You just have to keep on working hard because you have the talent. You just happen to know that that was for you the only way, probably. Okay? Therefore, don't worry. Just go all the way and do your best to find a car design job. That's what I. And then there is another topic that now I'm going to introduce. Yash, ciao Yash. Sorry if I do transportation design. Not so good college, but master with really good college. Like maybe any problem. Yash, no, it's okay. You have to find a transportation design school. I know that not everybody can afford to go 20,000 kilometers away from home to go to Europe or to go to America or to go to China or to who knows where, or to India, okay, from Europe for example, to study transportation design and pay all the money that those colleges that are private schools, they ask. I know that. And I know that there are a lot of other design schools that are less known, and if you go and check my video, which is called Design Schools, which was done here on a DESIGNTalk, like a month ago, there is a whole list of schools of which I have a good trust, in which I have a good trust. You can check there too. But anyway, you go to a college, okay, that you can afford, that teaches car design, okay? If you have a good talent and you work really hard, then you will be ready with a portfolio. Either if you work hard and you improve, of course, because the skills you get it to improve. Because if you don't improve, it's a problem. Therefore, if you see that you don't improve, you can always ask me to give you an online course. Okay, soon I will have some openings. All right, as a training, just as a training, which is something I do. If you didn't know. And therefore, you can go after that to make a master in a big school. Sounds like a good plan. And that's exactly the same thing that Pratap BOSE said, and that happened to him. He was at that time, NID in India was mainly industrial design. He did the industrial design, and then he went to Royal College of Art in London for his master in transportation design, because he really wanted to do transportation design. Ciao Ishant, welcome back. I am fine, thanks. Yeah, Anish, debriefing, the word debriefing of something, it means let's talk about what happened, okay? That's the meaning of debriefing. Debriefing, it's used in management. For example, we make a big presentation with a model to the top management. After 2 hours, the models, the illustrations, everything, they go and they give us a feedback. So therefore, what happens after? The whole team goes into the studio, we sit down, we get a coffee, we decompress, okay, because there is a lots of adrenaline and stress, positive stress, and then we make a debriefing, which means we talk about it. So what did he say? He asked for this, and then we write down and we decide, we make an analysis, okay, after the event, to really understand and decide how to move on for the second step. So that's a debriefing. And today we are making a debriefing. Got a master degree in car design, engineering background. Everything you were discussing with Pratap was so true. Thank you, Francisco. You think in my case it's good to take a design bachelor degree or learn about design foundations in my way? But Francisco, the first thing I have to know, what is your age? Because as you know, there is an age factor in car design hiring. Therefore, let me say, if you are 25, I give you an answer. If you are 30, I give you another answer. So that's the first thing. The second, I don't know if engineering, master, then bachelor. I mean, you want to spend 10 years in school? I don't think, debriefing was such a big word. Yeah, it is. It is, Anish. Well, Anish, you are very young. It's normal, you don't know. 35, Francisco. Ay. But 35 is a little bit too late, to be honest. I am always honest, and if I'm blessing you, I apologize. But 35, the market of I will explain one thing for you, because I want you to really understand how it works. I am looking for a marker. We take a red one. So look, I show you. I hope everybody can see. So this is a curve, okay? This is like a chart. And this one, hey Drew, song is, my teacher told me to go for product design instead of automobile design. Product design will, your mindset from on side looks like a wrong decision, but shouldn't product design. But product design is just products. Car design is cars and products. So transportation design is it's full. Product design is not full. In fact, a product designer will have a hard time in sketching a car. A car designer will sketch a car really well, which is the most complicated thing to do, and will sketch also products. Well, tell your teacher. I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the curve, okay? The curve of a car designer career, okay? I write here, car designer career. Okay, now that we have, this is something like HR, okay? This is like personal department in every car company. In every company, any company has that, for the employee. You start here, you end up here. Now, it is the debriefing of that stream. Eshan, today also it was no, Eshan, we are just making a debriefing. Okay, so now I will tell you what happens at a certain age for car designer career, okay? So Francisco, you and everybody, you will understand a little bit more. Said that it is good to take a design bachelor degree to have a good basic, but I have done a bachelor's in electrical engineering and want to post automobile, want to pursue. But you see, Sheroy, he said a bachelor in car design, not in engineering, or in industrial design, not in engineering. So there is a misunderstanding there. But my age is, okay, Sheroy, in your case, 22, you have to go to make a bachelor right away. Stop what you're doing if that's what you want to do, car design. Then stop that and get into a car design school, bachelor, because you are 22, you add 3 years, 25, you are fine. So from 23 to 26, okay, this is the first age, okay, window to get hired as a car designer, okay? Also product design is the same thing. Yash, sir, I got into yet and finally I have a role in master in transportation. Okay, and I am going to Turin in January. Alright, Yash, I'm very happy for you. No, the only advice is to work hard, okay? So Francisco, this is the first one. 22, 26, okay, 23, 26, all right? Now, in that position, in general, before there is a career change, you will spend in a big company like mine. In small company, it's worse, because they're a small company. They don't have budgets. So you you stay in that position longer time. But let's talk about what I know, the big company. So in the big company, you stay there at least 5 years. And then you move. So after 5 years, you have between 28 and 31 of age. Okay, 5 years. Okay, and you become a designer that has experience. Okay, expert designer, let's say. My college offer product design with majoring in automobile enterprise. Yes, you have to choose transportation design. What do you want me to tell you? 28. The right now are extremely very nice designs. I'm 25 and I'm still. Okay, no, but it's okay. Just about the age. Just follow me. Then we will see case by case. Don't worry. Then after other 5 years, okay. So 33, 36, okay. Designer expert, and then you can become design team leader, okay. Design team leader here. So design team leader is very important. It's becoming important because design team leader means that you are in all technical meetings, design meetings. You guide designers, young designers on a particular project. You have a particular responsibility, and that one is the beginning of a real design management career. Okay, it's the beginning. Ciao Andrea, non ti preoccupare. And then after that, when you will be 40 years old, between 36 and 40, you become design manager. Okay? Then you move up between 45 and 55, you get design director. Okay. All right. So now we have a sort of chart that tells us, according to experience and age in a big company, where you are. Okay. So now, if you are 35 years old, and then you add, I don't know, you said that you wait. I'm going to go back, Francisco. I'll go back to your comment because now comments are going up. Sir, I got master degree. Everything you was true. Okay. You think it's good to take a design? Okay. So if you take a bachelor, all right, you have to have at least 3 years with Italian design schools, which they are made of 3 years. Therefore, you be at 38. Now, 38, it's here. How can they hire you here? At 38. You understand the big problem? Nobody will hire you. In my opinion, according to my experience. That's why I say it's late. Okay, I hope that I answered to you, because when we hire people in general, we get always people very young. You know, if we're looking for a designer with no experience coming out of school, we want to hire somebody that is young, because when you are very young, you have an incredible creativity. My age, I don't have anymore the creativity I used to have 30 years ago. I don't. I'm wiser man to manage. And yes, okay. All right, so I see from your answer that you got the point. Thank you very much. I hope I was not too hard on you, but it's important to discuss about the reality, because that's the best way for you, for anybody, to make to take the right decision for your life, for yourself. So the transportation design, can I be able to make a car designer or a product designer? Wait. Just a second, Jonathan. You are 25. If you finish 27, it's okay. Of course, you must have a very good portfolio, astonishing portfolio. But you are fine. You are in the right window. Still, even if it's a little bit at the limit, don't worry. Don't worry. Luciano, that's a phrase of "it's never too late to start." Doesn't apply for car design, right? It's never too late to start. It's a very beautiful, romantic sentence that, in my opinion, for certain type of activities in life, cannot be applied, because we have to be realistic. For example, on my online course that I give, and I do this only to train people, to make sure, especially those that are making masters, because they have difficulties, or those that will go to master, they have difficulties. So I train them to force them to learn everything I can teach them, so that they are a little bit more prepared. They're already in difficulty. They have been accepted. All right? So, but there are some problems sometimes that are it's difficult for you to express from myself. What I want to say is that it's never too late if you are young. Okay? For example, take my case. I went to economy university. I was in another university. I was doing business administration. Oh, Andrea, grazie, Andrea. It's you. I was a little bit. I saw that thing passing by. So Andrew just gave me a super tip of €7. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you. And by the way, if someone of you wants to hit the super sticker and the super chat, which is being absent since a week or a couple of weeks, you are invited to do it. Thank you. Last week we had Pratap BOSE and nobody offered me a coffee. Okay. Ok. Andrea, libro acquistato. Non ho capito. Andrea, spiegati. La prima del pagamento su PayPal. Per comprare il mio ebook. Ok, allora dopo, quando è finita la live, te lo spedisco, ok? Però ho bisogno della tua email. Yash, I will complete my master's in my age of 25. I want to do salary experience design. I know that design is not about money, but Yash, you're gonna be fine 25. There is another video I made which is called Design and Money. Okay, so go check that one, and you will have all the answers about the money. Okay, all right. So Andrea, explain to me the 7 years you sent to me. For what is it? If it is for the ebook, no problem, but I need your email, okay? Sir, but my college just started teaching transportation design, but they have experience of 6 years in product design. Okay, so I'm 15. Ayush is 15 years old. All right, should I now start designing car digital or still? No digital. I also, Pratap BOSE said it. We want you to sketch freehand. Don't use digital. It's too soon. Ayush, forget it. Don't spend that money. Don't spend that money. I want you to sketch freehand, the way I do it. Okay, go and check my videos. Okay, go and check my videos. Follow. I don't know if you are already a subscriber of my channel. I hope you are, or my Instagram channel. I hope you are. You will find all my sketches, everything freehand. we want you to do really well in freehand sketching and coloring freehand. That's the number one thing you have to do. Okay? Digital will be in school, because it's the school that had to teach digital, not by yourself. And also because you don't want to take time off from your freehand sketching. It's more important. Well, what is the difference between automobile design and transportation design? Agnes, is the same thing. Transportation design school, you will do cars, but you will do also motorbikes, you will do also buses, trains, boats, stuff like that. La tua email, ok. Andrea, facciamo così. Scrivimi un'email, ok? Mandami un'email. Ah, forse l'email da PayPal, da quello che ho capito. Ok, dopo vado a vedere. Un po' di pazienza. Anyway, guys, just in case you, of course, I was speaking Italian with Andrea. If you want to have my ebook with 50% discount, only for €7, just like Andrea did right now, he sent me the money. Send to me via PayPal your €7, and I will send to you the PDF format link where you can download my ebook, okay, 75 pages where you have everything. And Ayush, I think that you that are 15 years old, you should have it, because that's a guide. You have everything I do, okay, it's there. It's all tutorials, okay, starting from the basics, all right? So you can just send me your write it to me an email. I will write my email now, okay? So this is an offer that I make only for the people that follow me and that I know, like I know you here. But other people will go to the other website to buy it, which is more expensive there. Okay, so let me check. This is correct. So this is my email. You can email me and ask how we do to do that, and I will explain to you. Okay, sir, before going to design school, should I know how to design digital, or still start that there on? No, digitally, it's not important, Ayush. Believe me, it's like digital is just a tool. But if you don't know how to draw, why do you buy digital tool with which you will never know how to do anything? You need to draw. Vedant, here that is 14 years old, can explain to you. I don't know if he's still with us, but Vedant, if you're there, just say a few words and explain to Ayush, because you already had a chance to talk to me. We already met online, and you are sending me your sketches for my Tuesday review, okay? Ayush, if you want, you can send me sketches on my Instagram. So, hey, thank you very much. There is a super sticker coming from Vikas. That's great, thanks. Thank you very much, Vikas. Thank you. So, Ayush, if you want, you can send me your drawings, a couple of drawings, and I will give you a review on Tuesday. If you go and check on my channel every Tuesday, I have your sketch, my feedback. It's a series since a month and a half where I receive your sketches and then I make corrections and I explain to you why I make those corrections, okay? All right, so you can also tell about designers working to the car design industry the orthodox way, like your student. Tell about them, how did they did. Well, Sayed, it's a little bit complicated. Vikas, thank you very much. You have to know the basic with the pen and then Photoshop. Exactly. Grazie, Patricio. You see, Patricio also is a student of mine, and we work together since quite 2 months now. I think it's already 2 months. You can also tell about designers who broke into the car design industry the unorthodox way, like your students. Can you tell about that? Okay. I understood the side your question now. I understood it. So basically, what happens with my online course? I give online courses like Patricio, and other people, few other people, because I help you super chat. Yeah, that was a super chat. Okay, cool. And I do that because people like you are seeking to get better, to improve their skills, and they understand that by themselves they have hard time. So they need somebody like a teacher that will make repetition classes in private. So I told myself, I will do it. And since February, I do this. And now I have the whole week full of people. In the afternoon, late night, Friday, Saturday. So I have a lot of people. I finished with your permission. Because I'm almost 80% complete with my portfolio, sir. Working on graphic representation. Okay, Vikash, no problem. Don't worry. No problem. All right. So the fact that they go to an online course, like you do it, as I explained also the other time on the other video, it's a good way to find for yourself a training, because training is important. If you think that you are not reaching a better level, you need help, because on your own it's not very simple. It was very hard for me too. Okay. All right. So Anish, so if I have a choice and go for transportation design, it will not affect my chance of being a car designer. No, not at all, Anish. Transportation design, it's fine. Then it depends also the school. You have to tell me which school, because if it's Bangalore, it's fine. No problem. Then we have another comment, Jonathan. Well, I studied industrial design. I can say that the digital are not too important. The software changes. We are the major part of time sketching by hand. Gracias, Jonathan. Thank you. So you missed out my last question I asked. Can you please tell me about that? Which is your last question? I'm sorry. I have so many in the chat. Sir, you missed out my question. Can you please tell me about? That's the second time. Let me go back. What is your last question, sir? Is it some kind of rule, job position based on experience? Why can 30 years old person can become design team leader if he or she has very unique different design perspective and vision? Okay, when I became team leader, I was 32 years old. And it is possible, Yash, it is possible that those ages, okay, those windows age can change. If you have somebody that has such a strong potential, that is really coming out of the window, out of the crowd, because he's so strong, so well, so good, of course this person will anticipate, the time where his career will move on. It's normal. It happened to me in a certain period of my life, professional life, ignoring another. It's like this. It's like harmonic. Sometimes it goes like that, sometimes it goes like that. It all depends on the performance. But if we have to have, if we talk about a rule, this is a rule. It's just a chart. We can say that this is a sort of a framework that we are following. You understand? Nothing is black or white. Remember, guys. Michelangelo, you also miss a question from me, sir. I don't want to spam. No, but tell me which one it is, because I cannot go back. You write again your question, Michelangelo. I'm here to answer your questions. Don't worry. Yash, sir, if my portfolio is great, but I am from not so good college. No, Yash. If your portfolio is extremely good, if it's good, no problem. Don't worry. Understood. Thank you so much. Okay, Yash, that's good. Syed, yeah, but it's very difficult to enroll in an online design course when you sketch late at night, hiding from your parents who don't want you in this profession. Syed, I understand. Syed, you have to show to your parents the video I made, which is called "This video is for your parents," or "This message is for your parents." Go and check that video. It's a design talk. Go and check that video. Okay, it might be helpful for you. So, Michelangelo, question about college. I'm only interested in art center. My school. That's good. Good choice. And they have very nice and flexible application day, 3 times a year, exactly. And the question comes, how much time should I work on my portfolio? But what a question. Michelangelo, if you want to go into the best school in the world and you want to get hired, you have to work every day, 24 hours a day, because that's how much we worked when we were in school. Are you bringing the bar very, very high? You know, to be super competitive, super hot shot, okay? You have to work very hard, harder than anybody else. What do you want me to answer? Sir, just checked your ebook website. So there were different books. For 7, would I get all of them or one? No, Sheroy. You have to know that my ebooks are a part of one big ebook, okay? So that if you are interested only in a certain section, you don't have to spend 15 euros. So you spend less. But if you buy this one, I'm gonna write it now, okay? Sketching cars. If you buy this one, in there, you have everything. Really everything. Okay, that's how I did it. In fact, there are a lot of people that buy only reflections or how to draw wheels, you know, only that. And they don't buy sketching cars. So they spend 4, in some cases 3 euros. But if you buy sketching cars, all the other ones are inside sketching cars, plus lots of tutorials and some designers, friends that are from other companies that were very nice to offer me some of their talents. So there are some work from them too. Okay? All right. Okay, good. So now let me check other questions. Do you have any other questions? It's already 1 hour 20 minutes we are together. You tell me if you have other questions. Okay, sir, thank you. This is helpful. Great. Good. Sheroy Balsara. Sheroy, I hope you subscribe to this to my channel. For those that did not subscribe yet, please do. And for those that would like this channel to grow more, please share those videos. Share my videos, okay? Talk to your friends, talk to your mates. If people are interested in car design, other people that you know, tell them, go and check Luciano's show, the Friday Design Talk show, or my tutorials, okay? I think that I try to put on this channel everything can be really useful for you to help you to move on. How much is the design involved with your aerodynamics of a car? Anish, this is a very good question. Thank you for posting the question. Aerodynamics is very important for car design, okay? It's very important for car design engineering. However, car designers are very much solicited to work with the engineers expert in aerodynamics, because when our clay model goes into the wind tunnel, we are the only one that have the right to modify the shape, and therefore we have to listen to our design, to our engineer friends from aerodynamics that will explain to us how we should change certain radius or sections or stuff of the car to make sure that one can perform much better in aerodynamics. Therefore, we are there with a modeler, and they stop the wind tunnel, we make modification, and then they test the car again, the model. And this can last like 2-3 days of work. So, car designers have a good knowledge of aerodynamics, even if it's not our main priority, but we do, and I do too. You know, I was several times in the wind tunnel, several times for my projects. Okay, now how can I move from industrial design to mobility design? Mobility design, I don't understand. Industrial design or transportation design? Sir, can you tell about a student Damiano who first did engineering from Polytech and then did a bachelor at Yale? Yes, Damiano was my intern. He started as engineer and then he did a bachelor at IAAD in transportation design. And because he was extremely talented, very talented, I found him and I took him as an intern in Renault. We were together for about 4 months. He's a brilliant designer, and now Damiano is in Ferrari. It's called The Future of Car Design. Go and check it out. I think that one you will love it. It's on the channel. The Future of Car Design. Bye bye. Bill Design. Sorry sir, what is the best guitar that you like to play? My best guitar is the red one. That one. Because the red one, the red orange one on the left, it's my Stratocaster, American, made in USA. Thank you. There is another stream on this channel that I'm not satisfied with. Thank you very much, Anish. Thanks. Ciao, 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 everybody. Now a little bit of music for you. All right. Cool. Bye bye. Have a good weekend.